Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 1007 of Screw the Commute podcast. Today we're going to talk about a kind of a specialized way of advertising that I'm a little skeptical of, and I should be, called Google PMax or Performance Max. So we'll get into that in a minute. Hope you didn't miss episode 1006. That was Google Alerts, which I am not skeptical of, and I just absolutely love, and you should too. It's a free service that can have major corporations bowing to you. All right, you'll hear a story about that on that episode. Anytime you want to get to a back episode, you go to screwthecommute.com/ and then the episode number. That was 1006 for Google Alerts. All right, pick up a copy of my automation ebook. Version 3.0 is out, so if you're still on 2.0, throw it away and grab 3.0 at screwthecommute.com/automate free. Check out my mentor program at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com and my school at imtcva.org. Okay, I'm also going to have a link for you here. I'll mention it here, but it'll be in the show notes so that you can just click on it. It's wordstream.com/blog/performance-max. This is a complete guide about what I'm going to tell you about today. All right, so what the heck is this? Google Performance Max Ads, pretty much known as PMax. And I'm skeptical of it because it's an automated placements for all your ads all at one time. And I have reason to be skeptical because I've been around a long time. And when these automated things, hey, just let us put your ads out there. That's nice. Save time and just go at the beach while we're taking every nickel you have. All right. So that's been for many, many, many people and companies the way it was. Oh, okay. Let them put the placements. Facebook knows better than us, or Google knows better than us, so let them put the placements out there. Well, the reason I'm skeptical is because these people are for themselves, not for you. They have to be for you just enough to keep you giving them money, okay? They don't care if you get rich or not, or do really well, other than the fact they'll brag about you just so they suck in a bunch of other people to lose money. I mean, literally companies have lost millions and millions of dollars doing this, right? So I don't want that to happen to you. But again, there could be benefits to this. So I'm not ragging on this program. I'm just telling you got to be extremely careful when you do an automated advertising campaign. So what this is PMax is what is called a cross-channel, fully automated ad campaign. And that means that anything, and it's Google, this is Google, so anything that Google has control of, your ads can show up from one campaign. They'll even, I think, create some of them for you based on the creative. Creative is your videos and graphics and text and anything you give them. They'll go ahead and make ads for you. Again, another thing that I wouldn't trust totally. And they'll put them on all the ad networks that they have control of. So where might that be? Well, YouTube is one. Display is another. The search function at Google is another. Their discover function, Gmail, even Google Maps, your ads could show up on. And here's another thing that's kind of counterintuitive to what I've preached for, all these years is they're not really totally based on keywords, these ads. They're based on your objectives, and then they look at all the creative that you've given them, probably some keywords in there, I would suspect, and create ads and put them all these different places for you all at once. And here's another part that makes me a little bit skeptical. And it makes me skeptical, but it kind of makes sense in that they encourage you to run these campaigns and don't pause them or stop them. Okay. Well, that sounds a little self-serving to them, wouldn't you say? But it kind of makes sense in that it says, well, our algorithm to show where your best placements are has to learn about you over time. So that does make sense. But it's kind of like, oh, if you pause it, then the algorithm will forget about you and we'll have to start over again. So yeah, again, it's more money in their pocket. The problem is you could lose your shirt while the algorithm is learning about you. And then the algorithm says, oh, well, I guess they lost their shirt. Let's find the next sucker. These algorithms are sneaky little people. So yes, this can save time for you, but if you don't monitor it closely, and I think they bank on that, is that, oh, it saves time. You can be in all these places all over the web and show up. And then you say, great, I'm going to go do something else, but you don't monitor the results and then you lose your shirt. We don't want that. You got to commit to, if you use this PMax service as opposed to specific networks you want to advertise on, you still have to monitor it like crazy. Now, all the details, I really like this WordStream article, wordstream.com/blog/performance-max. If you're going to dive into this, you should know what you're up against and what you're doing. And they really go in depth on what the pros and cons and how to do it. All right, so that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Check my mentor program at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com and my school at imtcva.org, the only licensed dedicated internet and digital marketing school in the country, probably the world, certified to operate by SHEV, the State Council on Higher Education in Virginia. But you don't have to be in Virginia, and I could, because it's distance learning, and I could literally save you and your family hundreds of thousands of dollars of getting a worthless 4-year degree. We actually have a thing at screwthecommute.com/webinars where you can see a 90-minute webinar that could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars with regard to your higher education for either you or your loved ones. All right, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We'll catch you all in the next episode. See you later.